Be careful what you wish for. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Brits who hate what they're famous for. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the British celebrities who regret what made them celebrities in the first place. Some people are just never satisfied. Number 10, Idris Elba.
You put yourself at the crime scene, didn't you? You made yourself prime suspect number 1, so I don't need to fit you up, do I?
Whilst being synonymous with his role as Detective Luther on British TV, Idris Elba is undeniably a household name in Hollywood as well, catching the attention of audiences across the pond with his star-making turn in The Wire. Idris has gone on to star in blockbuster franchises such as the Thor series and Star Trek.
Yes.
With fame comes attention, however, and Elba has compared the experience to The Truman Show, confessing his recognition has left him, quote, paranoid. Sometimes you're not sure what's real or not, especially when it comes to relationships, the actor added. It's tough at the top. Number 9, Malcolm McDowell.
Thou globby bottle of cheap, stinking chip oil!
Before Heath Ledger's Joker or Anthony Hopkins' Hannibal Lecter, Malcolm McDowell's twisted youth Alex, featured in A Clockwork Orange, was one of cinema's most iconic psychopaths. The milk-drinking lunatic commits on-screen atrocities that are still shocking even by today's seen-it-all-before standards.
So you're keen on music? Yes!
The picture was even banned for 27 years in the UK, at its director's request. It's somewhat understandable then that the actor who portrayed the murderous rapist was uncomfortable with being so closely associated with the fictional character. Apparently, McDowell wasn't even overly fond of the film itself, until seeing it again later in life and finally coming to appreciate it.
Oh, bliss. Bliss and heaven.
Number 8, Kate Winslet.
Mr. Lovejoy, I think a 20 should do it.
Is that the going rate for saving the woman you love?
You'd think starring in a billion-dollar-plus earning movie that topped global box office records for over a decade would be a crowning achievement for any actor or actress. Not so for Kate Winslet in regards to her depiction of Rose in Titanic.
Really?
It's not the film itself she dislikes, however. Proving to be her own harshest critic, Kate isn't fond of her performance in the movie, with her attempt at an American accent highlighted as a key regret. Perhaps most shockingly of all though, she's even gone off the film's soundtrack. How will our hearts go on? Number 7, Charlie Simpson.
I had a fantastic time doing Busted. It was a really great time.
Co-vocalist and lead guitarist of pop rock band Busted, Charlie Simpson found major success with the group, selling millions of albums and snagging 2 Brit Awards along the way. Simpson was more of a hard rocker at heart though, eventually departing the ensemble that put him on the map to become the frontman of Fight Star, a less commercialized and much heavier band.
It just got to me, you know, it got to me a lot.
Even when the Rockers went on hiatus, Charlie embarked on a solo career, further distancing himself from his Busted days. Despite finding success with his alternate endeavors, Simpson has since found himself reuniting with the band he started with.
It is a bit more self-reflective on the band's story, looking back over the last 20 years and talking about some of the things that have happened to us.
Number 6, Christopher Eccleston.
Who are you?
Told you, the doctor.
Yeah, but Doctor what?
Just the doctor.
Despite spearheading Doctor Who's new wave of popularity by being the first actor to star as the Time Lord for a new generation, Christopher Eccleston doesn't look back at his stint on the show with particular fondness. Eccleston has referred to his time filming the series as mixed and expressed that he didn't enjoy the environment and the culture that the cast and crew had to work in.
What are you, coward or killer?
On top of that, he no-showed the series' 50th anniversary special, leading to the creation of a whole new, previously unknown version of the Doctor. If Eccleston had a real-life TARDIS, it appears he may go back in time and do things a little differently.
All that counts is here and now, and this is me.
Number 5, Zayn Malik.
No, it kind of just fell that way.
One Direction went from being X Factor contestants to global superstars, raking in millions in profits and forming a fan base of screaming female admirers gushing over them wherever they performed. Despite that, Zayn Malik departed the group, claiming he just wanted to be a, quote, normal 22-year-old who is able to relax and have some private time out of the spotlight.
It can be an intense job at times, and I think it got a little bit too much for him, and he wanted to be in a different place.
He then went on to pursue a solo career. Alright then. I ain't spoke to any of them in a long time, Zayn has since said of his former bandmates, referencing snide things that had happened since his exit.
It works both ways, you know.
Number 4, Sean Connery.
007 is here, sir. He'll see you in a minute.
Daniel Craig isn't the only James Bond actor who's publicly spoke out against portraying the character, despite continually coming back for more. Being Bond launched Sean Connery's career, and he's considered by many fans to be the greatest to pick up the PPK and Aston Keys.
I see.
And yet Connery allegedly only accumulated $3 million for his entire stint as the secret agent, leading him to proclaim, "I hate James Bond. I'd like to kill him." It goes without saying, Connery turned down promoting the 50th anniversary of the Super Spy. It looks like he did say never again, after all. Number 3, Jamie Dornan.
I myself have known what it's like to be profoundly hungry.
The character of Christian Grey became many a woman's dream man upon the release of the 50 Shades of Grey book series and subsequent films. One person who isn't such a fan, at least one person directly involved in the franchise, however, is the actor chosen to play him on screen, Jamie Dornan. He's not the sort of bloke I'd get along with, Dornan admitted while promoting 50 Shades Darker.
Yes, I did.
I wouldn't imagine myself sat in a pub with him. I don't think he would be my type when it comes to choosing mates, Jamie confessed. No subtle shades hidden in that statement.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Number 2, Alec Guinness.
Colonel, do you suppose we could have a cup of tea?
Alec Guinness starred in many classic features over his lustrous career. The Bridge on the River Kwai, Lawrence of Arabia, and The Lady Killers, to name a few. However, due to the monumental success of the Star Wars franchise, Obi-Wan Kenobi may be the character he'll always be most famous for, even if he was killed off in the second act of the first movie.
Hello there.
Although the Force has always been strong with the character, Guinness voiced that he disliked both the role and film, citing poor dialogue between characters as a reason why.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
Number 1, Robert Pattinson.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure you out.
Since shooting to fame with the Twilight Saga, Robert Pattinson has done everything in his power to escape the shadow of heartthrob vampire Edward Cullen. He's mainly starred in lower-budget, more serious indie fares since his blood-sucking days, and has been given a second pop-cultural foothold in the form of Batman. That might just do it. Pattinson hasn't been shy to criticize the vampire romance over the years, admitting in an interview that he was representing something he didn't particularly like, and suggesting the books were all just a sexual fantasy of the author. Sounds like things really sucked for him.
You don't know anything.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.